everybody! Welcome along to another episode of the happiest quiz on earth. Forget all your troubles, get your pens and your paper at the ready and polish off your tiaras. A bit like me, because this week, oh yes, it is Princess Week. That's right, we asked you, you voted for it, and we have been very, very busy coming up with some royally challenging questions. I am your faithful quizmaster, Edith Bowman, and I'm here live on Disney UK's Facebook page every Thursday from 7 o'clock, putting your Disney knowledge to the test. Now, this week, we have a whole load of treats in store, including a question from our very special guest tonight, presenter and TV personality, Josie Gibson. We will be exploring the world of DisneyBound, and if you are not familiar with the world of DisneyBound, then fear not, stay tuned, because we will enlighten you. Loyal and royal subjects, shall we begin? Let's crack on with round one. Right then, first up, first question. Now, what we've done is we've got 3 quotes from different Disney princesses, and we've messed about with the audio a little bit. So I want you to see if you can tell me which princess said this from these clips. So let's have a listen to clip 8.
I am not a prize to be won.
Now, no one naturally has a voice that high, so we've definitely done something to it. We've played with it. We might have speeded it up or made it gone a little bit higher. But which Disney princess said that? Should we have another listen?
I am not a prize to be won.
I am not a prize to be won.
Who said that? Okay, let's hear from Disney Princess B.
No, I'm really not supposed to speak to strangers, but we've met before.
Well, it sounds like she could be on a roundabout or something. Let's have a listen one more time to that one.
No, I'm really not supposed to speak to strangers, but we've met before.
No, I'm really not. Love that one. Okay, and finally, Princess C. Can you work out which one it is from this clip?
I did this! I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I did this!
She's very excited and can't believe she did this. Should we have one more listen?
I can't believe I did this! I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I did this!
Who said that? 3 Disney princesses for question 1. Question 2. I like this one. Can you name me 3 princesses whose names begin with M? 3 princesses whose names begin with M. Question number 3. We've put 3 iconic princesses here, but what we've done is we've taken the colour out of their outfits, and we're going to show you them in black and white. But can you tell us which princesses they belong to? So 3 outfits, iconic princess outfits, but we've made them black and white, which makes it slightly tricky to work out who they are, I have to say. So who is Princess A? Who is Princess B? And who is C? Let's move on to our next question. Here is your first dream come true question of the night. So we've arranged an image of a castle into a jigsaw puzzle, and we've taken out a few of those pieces as well. But can you tell me which Disney princess lives in this castle? Okay, I'm going to turn the 60-second clock on now. Which Disney princess lives in this castle? That's the only answer we need. Right, I'm going to hand over the reins for our final question in this round to TV presenter, personality, and iconic Bristolian, Josie Gibson. Hey, Josie.
Thanks, Edith, and hello to all you Disney Quizsters. My name's Josie Gibson, and I'm very, very excited to join you on Disney Princess Week. Now, are you ready for question number 5? I mean, every week is Princess Week in my world, and if I could walk around in a tiara all day, every day, I 100% would. But my question for you is, what is my favourite Disney princess? Do you need a riddle to help you? Right, yes indeedy. Here's some clues. This princess is not your average girl, but I wish I was part of her world. Nor land or sea could ever stop her. Very important clue, that one. Or her trusty dingle hopper. Think you know the answer? Good luck.
Oh, that was a good one. Also have to say, I have a little bit of ear envy. Oh yes, ear envy from Josie. Those are fabulous ears, but I do have my tiara. Thank you so much for that, Josie. Josie will be joining us again to reveal the answer to that question. Whoa, we whizzed through round one as eagerly as Belle in a bookshop. Now, there were 9 possible points up for grabs. Should we find out if you aced it? Let's do that. So question 1, we played around with some of the audio of 3 Disney princesses, and you had to tell me which princess said each quote. So let's remind ourselves of Princess A and what she said.
I am not a prize to be won.
I am not a prize to be won.
That, of course, was from Aladdin, Princess Jasmine. Oh, how beautiful she is. Right then, Princess B said this.
No, I'm really not supposed to speak to strangers, but we've met before.
She sounds like she's been spun around. When your voice goes like that on the dodgems or waltzers or something. The answer to this one, of course, was from the original Sleeping Beauty. It was Aurora. I think the tweeting birds in the background were definitely a bit of a clue on that one. And finally, Princess C, she said this.
I can't believe I did this! I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I did this!
She really can't believe she did this. Of course, from Tangled, it was Rapunzel. There we go. How did you get on that one? 3 points up for grabs for that question. Next up, you had to name me the 3 princesses whose names began with M. Included in that, 2 of my favourite ever princesses. Of course, Merida from Brave, my far-flung relation, and Moana from Moana, and the brilliant Mulan from Mulan. There we go. How good was that? Right then, next up, question 3. We had 3 brilliant outfits from Disney princesses, but we removed the colour. And were you able to tell us which princess was which from the black and white pictures? Shall we have a look and reveal the answers to this one? I think this was quite a tricky one. Princess A was Belle from Beauty and the Beast. B was Ariel from Little Mermaid, and C was Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. Next up then was our dream come true question, our first of the night. And I showed you a picture of a palace that we'd messed about with. We turned it into a jigsaw puzzle and we'd removed some of the pieces. And all I wanted you to tell me was who lived in the castle. And the answer to our dream come true question was... Oh, yes, it was Princess Jasmine. Right, let's head back to Josie, who's joining us once again to tell us the answer to question 5.
Hello again. Earlier on, I asked you to guess who my favourite Disney princess was. Did my riddle give it away? Did you guess it? Did you know? It's Ariel from The Little Mermaid, because I'm the happiest when I'm at sea, and I love her best friend, Sebastian, and I love all the songs he sings. Under the sea, under the sea, under the sea, and I love dancing along. I love that film. It's my favourite film ever. Anyway, I'm sending you lots of love, luck, and pixie dust from the Palace of Gibson. Bye-bye.
Oh, thank you, Josie. And if you like Ariel just as much as Josie, then we have a fabulous, very special sing-along treat coming at the end of the show. Right, it's time to seek adventure in the great wide somewhere that is round 2. Now, I think this might be my favourite question ever. We're going to be looking at some edible art. And the detail and effort that has gone into this art is extraordinary. I'm going to show you some bananas dressed up as Disney princesses. Now, you may laugh. These are fantastic. Let's take a look. 3 Disney princesses. Look at that. How brilliant is that? I think you all need to try and create Disney characters from food types at home. So all I need you to tell me is, who are the Disney princesses? Identify them by the bananas. Get the detail in that. 3 points up for grabs. Which princess is A, B, and C from the bananas? It's brilliant. It's so great. From a banana and various other fruit and vegetables. How is your knowledge on Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Can you have a look at this picture and tell me which dwarf is missing? I'm really bad with the dwarfs' names. Which of Snow White's 7 dwarfs is missing from this image? Oh, I would struggle with this one. I mean, I know the answer, but if I didn't, I would definitely struggle. 1 point up for grabs for that one. So what I need you guys to do is take a look at these emojis, 4 emojis, and each emoji is a hobby of a princess. You can tell me the name of the princess by their hobby. So I'm only going to run you through the first one. So that is obviously an emoji of books. So which princess's hobby is maybe reading? And then you have 2, 3, and 4. So we're looking for 4 princesses, 4 points up for grabs. There we go. Identifying the princesses. That was a good one, wasn't it? I like that a lot. Okay, so here is our next dream come true question, and it's a good one. So to start the clock, how many brothers does Merida from Brave have? Okay, next question. Question number 5. Good luck, by the way, if you did put an answer in for the dream come true question. Question number 5. I've got 3 cutouts that I'm going to show you. 2 of these cutouts are princesses. 1 is a villain. So have a look at this. See if you can tell me which one is the villain. A, B, or C. Now for 3 bonus points, can you name all 3 characters? So you can get 4 points in total. 1 for telling me which one's the villain, A, B, or C, and then a bonus 3 points if you can't tell me all their names, all characters, A, B, and C. Next Thursday, we will be reuniting with old friends because next week is all about Disney friendship. So make sure you join myself and, of course, Mickey Mouse and Friends next Thursday at 7 p.m. But for now, let's take a look at the answers to round 2. So round 2, question 1, it was identifying the princesses by the bananas and the other fruit and veg. It's my favorite question of all time. So let's take a look at A, the banana, and reveal the answer was, of course, Belle. I mean, that is perfection. The detail on the dress and even the kind of, you know, the neckline. That's brilliant. So that was A. The answer was Belle. Beauty and the Beast, of course. Banana B. Look at that. I mean, look at the craftsmanship of that lettuce. That, of course, was Tiana from The Princess and the Frog. Oh, it's making me hungry. And C. Oh, it's just, look at the fin. The fin is perfect. That's, of course, it's Ariel. Question number 2 was all about Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. We showed you a lovely picture of the 7 dwarfs, but one of them was missing. Who was it? Did you get it? It was, of course, Doc. There we go. Doc. I would not have gotten that if the answer hadn't been written down for me. There we go. Question number 3, identifying the princesses from their emoji hobbies. There were 4 of them. This was a great question. So remember A, I gave you a little bit of a clue. It was books, wasn't it? And who is a big fan of books? Whose hobbies books? Of course, it's Belle. Belle was number 1. 2, painting was Rapunzel. Merida loves her bow and arrows. She's a fierce princess. Merida from Brave was 3. And 4, oh, look at that gumbo. Cooking, Tiana, Princess and the Frog. Right then, our next question was a dream come true question. And I asked you, how many siblings does Merida from Brave have? The answer was, this was a great question, 3. Those 3 ginger-haired ruffians, Harris, Hubert and Hamish. And there's father. Right then, our final question of this round, and it was the 3 cutouts. I asked you to tell me which one, A, B, or C, was the villain. And for some bonus points, tell me who all the characters were. So let's find out. Was it A, B, or C was the villain? Of course, it was A. And it was the evil queen from Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. B was Tiana from Princess and the Frog. And C was Cinderella, from Cinderella. That's the end of round 2. 13 points. How did you do? Did you manage to get a few? Or do you need to go back and do a little bit more princess revision? Don't worry about it. We still got another round to redeem yourself. It's time for round 3. Now, this is great. I love learning about new stuff. And our first question on round 3 is going to cover a trend that Disney fans all around the world have been jumping on board with. Disney bounding, it's called. Now, for those of you who don't know what Disney bounding is, it's quite simply creating fashionable outfits inspired by Disney characters. So you know how you can go into Shop Disney, you can buy the kind of replica outfits. Well, this is kind of doing a bit of DIY at home and using your own clothes that are inspired by the outfits of those characters. So for the first question in round 3, we've invited Disney fashionista Ella Louise, otherwise known as Seasons of Ella, to create a few Disney bound looks for us. And you've got to guess what character they are based on. So we have 3 for you to look at. So let's take a look at the first one, shall we? From Seasons of Ella. So what character has inspired this Disney bound look, do you think? Any ideas? You can see it, can't you? What character is this Disney bound look inspired by? Okay, that's A. Let's take a look at B. Oh, yeah, got this one. The Joker is the clue in this one for me. And then finally, we have C. Sassy. I'm not sure I remember this particular character having a handbag, but the rest of the outfit, definitely. Right, next up then, question number 2. I'm going to give you a list of 3 heroic actions, and you've got to match those heroic actions to the Disney princesses to that. So we have Mulan, Moana, and Pocahontas. So what was Moana's act of bravery? Did she save her country? Did she bring peace to the ocean? Or did she prevent a war? Let's move on to question number 3. Now, every Disney princess has at least one trusty sidekick. For question 3, I'm going to play you 3 audio clips featuring 3 animal besties. Can you tell me who the sidekick is and name their princess? So 2 answers for each question or each piece of audio. Let's listen to sidekick A.
Dishonor on your whole family. Make a note of this. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
Let's have a listen to sidekick B, shall we?
I love this. Excitement, adventure, danger lurking around every corner.
Ah, it's a great scream, that, isn't it? And finally, so what we need is the sidekick and the princess. For all of these, let's have our final sidekick. So cute. Okay, so we need the sidekick and we also, of course, need the princess. Right, I need to prepare for this one because this is great. I am going to put on 3 incredible wigs. Not all at once, because I think that might be a little bit too much. I've got 3 great wigs here and you've got to tell me which princess I am, okay? So 3 answers, 3 points up for grabs. Let's have a look at wig A, okay? Now, obviously, if I had more time, I would, you know, try and make it look perfect. But here we go. Let's have a look at wig A. How's that? It's a bit funny. It's been in the bag for too long. Here we go. Who am I? Any idea? I might just let that go. See what I did there? Okay. Princess A from the wig. Okay. That's the first one. Second one. Lovely braiding on this one, I've got to say. Okay. Oh, there we go. May well be related to Wiggy. Look at that lovely braiding around the back. There you go. Who am I? It's also a lovely way as well to test out different colours for my hair. I'm not sure this one suits me very much, but there we go. Who am I? That's wig B. And finally, this is my favourite one. always wanted to see what I look like. You can tell that I like red, can't you? So you can see that I'd be quite excited to see what I look like as a red. Make sure you put it on the right way, Bowman. Okay. Oh, it's red tat. Wait, it needs to go that way a bit. Yeah, there we go. Oh, who am I? Any ideas? Come on. There we go. 3 wigs, 3 princesses, which I've got to put my tiara back on. There we go. Ah, it's better. Now we're back in the room. Oh, it's really heavy. Right then, wig A, B, and C. Who was I? Easy or tricky? I know. Right, time for our final dream come true question of the evening. What is the name of the tavern Rapunzel visits in Tangled? Is it A, the cuddly duckling? Is it B, the fluffiest duckling? Or is it C, the snuggly duckling? I mean, ducklings are all of those things. Cuddly, fluffy, and snuggly. But what is the name of Rapunzel's tavern that she visits in Tangled? Shall we see if your quiz dreams have come true? Let's take a look at the answers to round 3. And question 1 in round 3 was all about the Disney bounding with Seasons of Ella. Let's take another look at Ella's Disney bound outfits and see if we guessed what characters they were based on. So we had 3. So look, A was, of course, inspired by Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. There's a little picture of the original Aurora there in the top left-hand corner. A point for you if you got that right. Look, B from Ella was inspired by Cinderella. Of course, it was the choker that gave it away for me on that one. Another point if you got that right. And look, C was based on Rapunzel from Tangled. There we go. 3 points up for grabs for that one question. Question number 2. You have to match the Disney princess to their act of bravery. Mulan, Moana, and Pocahontas. Shall we see who did what? So, Mulan, of course, saved her country. Moana brought peace to the ocean. And Pocahontas prevented a war. Brilliant, strong, young women there. Fantastic stuff. Great characters. Question number 3 was all about the sidekicks. We needed the name of the sidekick and the name of their princess best buddy. So let's have a listen to A again, shall we?
Dishonor on your whole family. Make a note of this. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
The answer to that, of course, was from Mulan. It was Mushu, Mulan's trusty sidekick. Next up, B. Should we remind ourselves of sidekick B?
I love this. Excitement, adventure, danger lurking around every corner.
Of course, it was from The Little Mermaid. It was Flounder, Ariel's buddy. Great stuff there. And then finally, our third and final sidekick. Let's remind ourselves of what they sounded like. So cute. Of course, it was from Pocahontas. It was MEEKO the raccoon. Brilliant stuff. Right then, back to the wigs then, my friend. Elsa, Anna, and Ariel. Should I just keep this on for the rest of the quiz? I think I will. I'm going to put the tiara on her. There we go. That's good. There we go. Perfect. Right then. 3 points up for grabs for that one. Our final dream come true question of the night. And I asked you to name the tavern Rapunzel visits in Tangled. And it was a multiple choice. A, B, or C. The answer, of course, was C. The Snuggly Dumpling. That's it for this week's quiz, I'm afraid. Anyone else planning a princess marathon this weekend? Definitely after that. You can watch all your favourite Disney princess movies, all available on Disney Plus, including Frozen 2. And if you want more Disney magic in your life, then log on to disneymagicmoments.co.uk, where there are gadgets and gizmos aplenty waiting to keep you entertained. Make sure you join us next Thursday at 7 p.m. for Friendship Week. And keep your eye out for a special Mickey Friendship Challenge that is starting tomorrow on the Disney UK Facebook and Instagram pages. But now it is finally time for our weekly sing-along. So let's dive headfirst into Part of Your World. I'll see you next Thursday at 7 o'clock. Over to Josie's favourite princess and Ariel.
I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down a, what's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Betcha on land they understand, bet they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand and ready to know what the people know. Ask them my questions and get some answers. What's a fire and why does it, what's the word, burn? When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore